Yo, don't touch nothing. Remember what happened last time?
But you think I want to sit through that 30 minutes again?
Right.
Editing is tedious, bro.
I'm just saying, man.
All we need is the green light. We good to go.
Say the yellow button, right?
Yeah. You didn't hit the yellow. You hit the red. You X'd it out.
Yo, I'll be back.
What's going on, y'all? Let me see what we got. I said y'all finished.
Yeah,
Hope you got the good side of my vid. That you know one side of my shit connected, bro.
Yo, what happened? It was just right here. What happened?
Yeah, Jamal, show him what happened.
I deleted it.
Nah, I know
You
did.
deleted it?
Yo,
Oh man.
bro, you not dead ass.
Sorry, bro.
Bro, that was a 2-hour shoot, bro.
And then y'all just sat there and edited the whole thing, fool.
This nigga acting like his favorite rapper. Apologetic J. Cole ass.
again, bro. This is crazy.
We got this, bro. We got this. We got this. We got this. We're gonna go over like the TTV stuff you want to do with music, stuff you like see for the future. You know what I mean? That's all stuff that we can go over. You know what I'm saying?
That's all cool, bro. But I feel like that's all. We did all of that in the first video, like.
And I feel that. And I apologize. I'm gonna lose sleep over that. You know, it's gonna hurt my spirit. It's not gonna sit right with me. And I feel bad. You know what I'm saying?
But they said Sav told you, and it's on like it's documented. Don't touch nothing.
I feel that. That's me. It's me. You know what I mean? We got this, bro. We got this.
So I had to answer all those questions.
Yeah, bro. I apologize.
Alright.
Still my man, right?
Yeah, you want me?
Don't do it. I'm gonna get into it. Say thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
We've been talking about this for a while,
Yeah.
so it's good that we're finally able to do this. But I want to ask you, like, how you been? How's everything going with you?
Man, life is great. Fresh off of Ramadan, alhamdulillah, got like, lack of better terms, clear vision. I'm really at peace with a lot of things, and at peace with my process too. Like, ready to execute the plans that I got in mind and stuff like that for the rest of the year. So it's a great time to be alive.
Today is the Friday that we're recording this, but
Yeah.
when did it start again? 'Cause my dad did it. I didn't do it, but my dad did it.
Okay.
I know it ended on Tuesday.
Yeah, so it started March 10th, I want to say. Yeah, and it ended on Tuesday, which was like April 10th. Wednesday, April 10th. Yeah, inshallah. So it was a great experience. This is like, I took my shot in 2016, so I want to say this is like my 6th or 7th year fasting. And every year is a new experience, like a new challenge and stuff like that. Challenge of discipline, new blessings.
What would you say, if you don't mind me asking, if it's too personal, we can cut it. But what would you say your challenge this time was compared to like previous times?
It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Cause like I feel like a lot of people would say like the fasting is the hardest, the hardest part, or for some people like the fasting is the hardest part. Fasting wasn't so hard, such a hurdle this year or an obstacle. It was more so like mentally fasting from certain things. Like I tried my best to like not curse, stay away from music, things like that. Like it was a challenge to adjust like my everyday life outside of my diet,
That's fine. I didn't even think about I always think about just food. I think that general people that's not doing it, they just think of food. They don't think about people trying to separate themselves from other things as well. Music though, that's tough.
It is tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I really, music's a big part of my day. It gets me outside of prayer and stuff like that. It gets me going, get me motivated, and it's like kind of like it's conflicted because I feel like sometimes it picks my spirits up, you know, or it disciplines my mood or something like that, or it puts me in a certain vibe, and not having that made me seek it in other places that may be more conducive to my spirituality. Like it's better for my spirituality than music.
With trying to separate yourself from other things, was there anything that you picked up, like a new skill or anything that you found yourself doing to replace that time?
They for our routine of prayer is considered meditation already, but just outside of that as well, meditating, waking up, meditating, trying to stay at a level playing field, keep some balance in my life. Not, and that's part of Ramadan too, like fasting from confrontation and things like that. So it's hard, like work, just everyday life, business, everything it's tough. It's a challenge, but definitely a blessing.
It's something that I've said for years, but I always like get caught up in the time frame of like when it happens.
Yeah.
Because like around the time when it starts, my birthday is like around the corner.
Yeah.
So it's not that I couldn't do it. It's just that my brain, being that it's not something that's I'm used to doing.
Yeah.
It's just my brain doesn't go to like, oh, I need to start this
start
at this moment.
Nah, it's a challenge when you got others. Like there's been years where I had like close friends' birthdays being during Ramadan and stuff like that, and it's tough. I'm not gonna like my first couple years. There was times where I would go to the spot, but I'm not doing nothing. Like I'm literally sitting watching my friends turn, like, drinking and smoking hookah, all of that, and I'm just there. Like sometimes it might not even be time for me to break my fast yet. Like I'm just there to show love or something like that. But as the years go along, like I realize like this is like the ultimate like investment to my spirituality. So I sacrifice those things to enjoy it later. Probably I'll tell a friend like I'll take you out to eat after Ramadan, stuff
Exactly.
like that. Or
It's not gonna be that long. We'll
I'll
get to it eventually.
Word.
Yeah, because that's what my dad said. And then I'll tell the story that we can move on. But my dad said the same thing. Because my birthday is like the last couple of days. So he was like, my mom was like, it's your 30th. Let me take you out to like brunch or something. And we was like, but what about your dad? We gotta wait for him to get out of work. And he was like, all right. But he gets out of work at 3.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't eat no way. I can't eat, so we might as well. He was like, y'all can go without me because I'm gonna just be sitting there watching y'all.
It's tough. It's tough, bro. My sister graduated from she went to school for natural hair braiding and stuff like that. Natural hairstylist.
So congratulations to her.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
She graduated during Ramadan, and it was like, "Baby sis, I love you, but I had to get with you after this, man." And then it was crazy enough too. 2019 Ramadan, I graduated college. I graduated with my bachelor's during Ramadan, so it's like graduation is early in the morning. The family, I'm really the only one that's supposed to. Me and my pops, he was there and stuff, and everybody like, "Yo, so what we doing?" I'm like, man, I ought to get with y'all like 8 o'clock if we can make reservations or something like that, but I can't eat right now, Or
Trussthevision.
Yeah.
It's what most people know you for. Not that you don't do other things, because you definitely do. We can talk about those as well. But Trussthevision is one of the biggest things that people know you for, or TTV. If people see the logo, and may not know what it stands for, but people see the logo all over the place. Do you want to talk about that? What it like means to you? Yeah,
TTV to me, like Trussthevision to me, bro, is really like my statement of life. Like that's like my stamp on life, what I want to be known for when I'm out of here and stuff like that. The legacy I want to leave behind. I know, like in the business aspect, like there's a lot of different approaches. Like you could build a business in the hopes of selling it, things like that in the future. And not saying that I'm against any of that, but I would love like for like people to remember me for starting this. Like out of everything that I've accomplished in life, like I would want to be known first, like just as a stand-up human being, but right after, like directly after that, being a great, like being a great Muslim, being a stand-up human being, great person, and TTV for real. Like I want those things to be the pillars of my legacy.
It's good that you think about it that way, because some people do think about like what they want to leave behind, and then other people obviously. Whatever happens in their life happens.
But they existing, they're not living, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But so going a little bit more deeper into that, because we talked about it off mic, and you talked about how some people see it as just a brand.
Yeah.
But as you're saying, that it's more than that. Just to touch a little bit more onto like what more that it means to you.
TTV is for me really larger than life. Like, it's something that I could think of, instantly motivated, instantly, like, encouraged. Like, it's a mantra in itself bigger than, like, outside of it being a name of a brand. I feel like when I say it to older people, kids, they, like, instantly repeat it to me, like, Trussthevision, word. Like, and some of them don't understand, like, it's my last name and think, like, Truss is really my last name. But for lack of better terms, like, the slogan itself, is like a source of inspiration. So I really, that's what it really is to me. definitely a source of inspiration.
And it's good to have that. Almost like words of it's like words of affirmation.
Yeah,
That's
words
what
of affirmation.
Yeah.
And that's what it, not for nothing, bro. That's what it is. It's a source of all of that, like inspiration, motivation, discipline. Like TTV is really wrapped up in all of that, so I could say it and think it once to myself, and I'm taken back into that mode. So we're
want to talk about the clothes a little bit because that is part of it, and people like one of the main things I said before that people, where did you get that drive that you wanted to do clothes with it? Like that was the first thing that you wanted to.
Yo, bro, honestly, it's like knowing the brand, like seeing its origins and stuff like that. I didn't start off like making the merch and stuff like that. I was more so consulting or like styling people, whatever. I wouldn't put that like the label of a stylist on myself because that's like something that's like an art. It's a real.
But wait, if you were doing it though, why would you not? Don't downplay yourself if you was doing it though.
I feel what you're saying. It's a like it's more of a credit to the people that like put their like blood, sweat, and tears into the craft. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a lot of. It's kind of like to refer to like knowing like the ins and outs of music and stuff like that with the studio now. I got like a different respect for like producers and engineers are like two different hats almost, but they both play such a pivotal role in like what we get to see as a final result outside of like the artist, like the magician, that like the rapper or singer or whatever. Like the craftsmanship behind those things is so like tedious and like time consuming that I wouldn't want to like hustle hop and say, oh yeah, I'm a stylist. Oh yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? So like in the origins of starting off as like consultant and stuff like that, I was like kind of running away from having a clothing brand just from seeing like the dedication that it took almost, and like the time and almost like the pressures you got to deal with building a brand, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So eventually like got over that hurdle. Just like kind of like life pulling my bluff almost like you want to do this, you just being lazy kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So and other things pushed me towards it too. Like I got tired of like how like clothes almost got boring for me. Like I like dressing a certain way. I like and it goes through phases. Like I might go through a phase of like wearing a lot of black or something like that, or leathers, anything like that. Like now as the time goes by, I'm really like right now these days I'm focused on comfort for the most part. So I figured like if I'm gonna go through these phases, I need to have something dedicated to me. Like, so that's really what the brand is, dressing for myself too.
I definitely feel that because I'm in sweatpants as we talk right now.
And I'm slowly getting out of it, like where I'm venturing off into other things. Like I've been heavy on runners for like the last couple of years, like a lot of New Balance. Asics is hot right now, but one of my mans have put me on the game, probably my man Jew. Put me like just gave me the heads up on what Asics was gonna do. Probably like right before COVID, like 2019, he was heavy on them, and now I'm on a Sakani. I think that's how you say it.
Everybody says it a little bit different. Sakani, Sakoni, Sakani.
Yeah.
That's not the same, right?
Sakai. Oh,
okay. My fault, I thought.
Nah, you might be. I don't know. Sakai, I don't know. It sounds familiar though. I just can't think. I don't know where it came from.
But no, the runner, and like the comfy thing is like a big thing right now.
Yeah,
it's either like it's almost like there's 3 different styles that people are doing right now. It's almost like the runner look, and then there's the comfy look, which is similar but a little bit different. Like, and then there's the almost like that more like kind of like preppy look that people kind of do.
Yeah.
Now. Those are like the 3 main. Not that there's not other things that's branched off in that, because some things just never go away. But like that vintage and preppy look is the like the style, like when people like going
I think
out
I'm old, like right now, bro. Like how you said, the runners is a big thing. I feel like certain looks, like New York takes them from other places where they've been. Like I feel like this look been hot in Philly and DC for years, and now it's a thing in New York. You feel me? Like how you said some things are like certain things are timeless. I feel like I'm always be a skinny jean dude, skinny slim fit. I'm really probably, I can't see myself getting into flared pants and like flared jeans and stuff like that. I recently went took a cut just like a trip down memory lane. I went to American Eagle and got some cargos, stuff like that.
See, the thing about American Eagle, American Eagle got some stuff in there now. If people don't know, we might be giving them out gems right now,
Yeah.
but American Eagle got some stuff in there.
The cargos is definitely hot. I tell y'all that. The cargos is hot.
If you're looking for, we're giving them jewels a little bit right now.
Yeah.
And we're not getting paid for this either.
Where this is consulting though. You give it free
If
game.
you're
Right
looking
now.
for like vintage, like sports, specifically sports. If you're looking
Yeah.
for like vintage, like hoodies or T-shirts of
Yeah.
like sports teams, like football, basketball mainly, they got that in there.
Yeah.
Like hoodies and T-shirts and stuff like that. So if you're looking for stuff like that,
The Gap definitely got the probably the best camo cargos out right now.
Do they?
Yeah. Shorts and pants.
I just walked past it earlier.
That's what I definitely want to get back into that this year too, bro. Like this summer, camo cargo shorts and all of that. Type, like they putting foams and everything back out this year. Like that was definitely a phase in life that I was more in the comfort too. Like
People were talking about, we're here, so something that I was thinking about bringing back.
yeah.
I was thinking about bringing back buckets. I was thinking about bringing back bucket
Yo,
hats.
bro, it's crazy. In September I had braids and I cut my hair. Like I had been growing my hair for 2 years. And I'm like, yeah, I'll fake this my braids, and I want to lock my hair after my sister graduating from school and stuff like that. That was the whole journey in the first place of me growing my hair. But I want to get back into growing my hair. Buckets is definitely going to help me through the ugly phase. I'm definitely going to get some buckets and some dad hats. I'm going to like get to the preppy look.
I never stopped wearing I know the dad hats, everybody who started wearing
Yeah.
fitteds, I kind of mixed them together. Like I
Yeah.
wear both, but I never like let that go away.
I'm definitely getting back in the gray brims. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. I'm definitely getting back in the gray brims. That
There's certain styles, as long as long as it's not the black Nancy,
Yeah.
you good. As long as it's not the black Nancy, you straight. You
Nah,
straight.
word.
With TTV, something that you also was doing from the very beginning, because I
Yeah.
remember I went to your short film release.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about that process and your like vision with that?
Yeah, no, that was an exciting time, bro, and it's definitely something I want to revisit. It started off as like a promotional approach. Like you know what I mean? I didn't really ever see it like mention it as a short film and stuff like that. I just seen it as a way for me to like gain exposure at first with like starting a brand and everything like that. Definitely I could tell you for a fact, it came to me, I was on a cruise in October that like the short film came out February 2020. Excuse me. I was on a cruise October 2019, and it was like it's a group, like a big group that we travel with called Delway Travel, and a lot of people were like not really pushing me, but asking me like, yo, what's the next move with TTV, et cetera, et cetera. So that made me lean into the concept of making the merch and everything like that. And thought to myself, I've seen so many people like throw the noodle against the wall or like trying to make a clothing brand and stuff like that. I was like, for one, I don't want it to. If it's perceived as a clothing brand, cool. I have no problem with that, but I would never deem it that myself. I would say it's merch. I had to basically figure out a way to roll it out, and expose it to the world. So the short films or the promo videos seemed like the best thing, and like at the time I was going through some crazy relationship things, so it all played like it was just like a little bit of like real life inspiration and just like perfect timing.
Yeah. It was dope to see because it's something different.
Yeah.
You know, like when you in this, because now with the switch of everything for the way that anything is done now, with it having to be some sort of content, it was something different to push a brand for the first time and even if it's not the first time, but it will be the first time that some people are even getting on game of
Exposed to that.
So it was something different, and I like that because for us, like we start these off with skits, because everybody's doing a podcast now.
Word.
So, but what is there to do that's different than everybody else? So I was like, do some sort of like funny skit as an intro that jumps right into it. So.
That's tough.
See like where you're at with the same kind of like thought process with the
bro. It's all marketing for real. Like it's outside of like it just being fun. Like making those kind of like making that short film is a great time. Like I did most of that in like 2 days. Like did all of that really 2 days. It's definitely a fun experience, but outside of that on the business end, it's definitely marketing. Like it's a masterful marketing.
Is it something that you would want to do again?
Nah, for sure. for sure. I have like some full written out concepts and stuff like that. Like I have wanted to just be transparent is like a therapy session almost. You know, that would be more like in the concept of a shoot, like with some music behind it and stuff like that. But definitely like I have some ideas in mind that I want to execute.
That's definitely a good idea. Like I said, it's something that I would definitely support because it's so much different than with pushing a brand. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that I love to go to the movies and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm always gonna try to experience something different.
Bro, movies, like definitely. The movies is such an inspiring experience. No matter how many times, like I'm ready to go to the movies right now to see Godzilla by myself. Nobody really want to go. Like, yeah, I'm ready.
I saw it. It was fire.
It was fire, right? My sister said the same thing.
The story a little stupid, but the action from beginning to the end. That's what you're really going to see Godzilla versus Kong for, anyways. So it's from the beginning to the end. The action is fire. So
word. And I love like conceptual albums. Like albums with like a story behind it and stuff like that. Those are real inspiration to get going when it comes to making the short films and the skits and stuff.
Is there something else outside of with TTV that you want to do outside of merch or like short films and digital content?
Definitely music. Music is something I feel like is like the icing on the cake for what I got going on. And it'll help me channel to the masses more and really help me just deliver my message with what I have in mind for TTV. And it's a great way to express something when you have it on your chest or your mind. So,
because you talk about music, so that's why I was pulling this up.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you, go all the way back. So I have a question from Tay. So the question is. Yeah, she's talking about music, so we're here. So, were you ever in a rap group? What was the group name and what was your stage name?
Oh man, Tay is crazy. This is bro, put me on the spot. This is embarrassing. All right, so the group name. What was it? Order the questions.
Were you ever in a rap group? So you said
yeah.
The rap group name.
Yeah.
The rap group name was Audio Flow.
Audio Flow.
Because I was in the group too. It was the four of us. It was me, Chuck, Tay, and Gabe.
Word. Facts. It was Audio Flow, and my name was Gizmo. I always, at that time, y'all got me by like a year or two. I was just excited to be around, like, Tay's like a big brother to me, so I was just excited to be around him and doing something cool. I felt at that time, like MySpace and stuff like that. So we really got to like put our songs on the internet. That was a crazy experience, and like having meetings with Gabe's dad.
We thought
like trying to organize things.
We thought we was gonna be the next.
Yeah. We thought he was next up.
Next Locks or something.
And not for nothing, bro. Like seeing all of the results of like people that stuck to it from like those times, as far as MySpace and stuff, anything was possible.
Anybody,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
And like even before that, I always had even before basketball, bro, I had like an itch to do music. It was more so one of the things that was in my head, and I felt like as a kid, somebody gonna notice one day, and I'm gonna be like a B2K or a Bow Wow or something like that. Like, and no disrespect, like, cause I know, like how I said with craftsmanship earlier, like it definitely takes a lot. So I know that nobody just like stumbled across them in the street. You feel me? But yeah, it's definitely being like having a music career has definitely been something that's been on my mind from young. Just I don't want to say life got in the way, but it just took me on a different route as far as like the experiences I needed to go through and the things I needed to learn. I'm glad though, because it's I feel like if I would have had this opportunity at like a younger age, I might have squandered it, or like be one of those people in a bad deal and like give me a sour feel towards like the love of the art, like.
Because one thing we talked about that on here before with somebody else. We were talking about like something that you love turning into something that you feel like you have to do.
Yeah,
and it doesn't feel like even if it is your job, you don't want it to feel like your job. Like if you like doing music, you don't want to feel like music's your job. You want it to feel like this is natural.
That's what Hoop started to feel like in college. Not I didn't play D1 ball or nothing like that, but I definitely like school got me. I mean, basketball like got me through school and stuff like that. So it was like it became more of a. I lost like the fun and the love of it as like the years went on. It became more of like how you said a job or like an obligation almost. You know.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I would like at like my senior year. It was days I felt myself like literally dragging myself to practice like.
Like, do I really want to go here?
Yeah. It got sour for a second.
I don't know how you got through it because for me, that's how I kind of felt with baseball. And that's sort of
tough,
part of
bro.
the reason why.
It was tough.
That was kind of the reason why I stopped playing in college. Like I played freshman and sophomore year in college, and then I kind of had that feeling, but then I also had other stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I was like, I kind of let baseball go. How did you like continue to push through that?
To keep it real, bro, I wanted to graduate, and I just know like. You know, with school and sports, you got to have like a certain GPA, got to earn a certain amount of credits.
Oh, so you were there like based on like a scholarship for basketball?
Grants, like grants and stuff like that. Word, so you got to stay eligible and everything like that. And just even if you're not on those things, and you got any school like a D3, D2 walk on anything, D1, and you will walk on scholarship, anything, you have to have a certain GPA and earn a certain amount of credit. Like you got to be a full-time student and have a certain GPA to stay on these teams. You got to be academically eligible. So that always kept me motivated. Being like my parents always made it clear like we here for a reason and not for the season. My pops always said that and mean it when he meant basketball season. We here for a degree, not for the basketball season. Like,
not like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons let it be known I'm here for one
he for that check. I ain't gonna lie, he's sticking the NBA up right now.
No, he definitely is.
No, word. He's at the games with a shiesty and a 9 every game because this is how is he still collecting a check, bro?
He should have been cut by now. If I was the owner, I would have been cut him because there's no way. I mean, unless his jersey sales is just doing that crazy.
I'm pretty sure it's something like on the back end that's like if he were to like get cut, he could probably like sue the NBA or something with guarantees in it to his contract and everything like that. I would try to negotiate to pay him out honestly if I was a team.
Try to get him down something.
Yeah, get him down or at least like a buyout number. So then you feel me? We could really cut our ties, and if you feel like there's another opportunity for you in the league, you could pursue it.
Yeah, go explore that because he's just taking up a roster spot this time and collecting. Not only taking up a roster spot, he's collecting.
Yeah.
So it's like, dog.
I feel like the Nets been funny business since day one, though. Like, that whole organization. Even the Barclays, bro. I hate the Barclays. I can't stay in the venue. That whole situation is scrappy.
Barclays it's a whole.
Yo, bro, when I'm at the Barclays, it don't matter. I've sat close to the floor, and I've sit high up too, for like concerts, basketball games. No matter what seat you in, it feel like you on a spirit flight. Like you feel, I don't know if it's I'm taller, like he's leaning forward. He leaning forward. I don't know if that's everybody else's experience, but it feel crazy. It feel crazy.
Low key, now that you say that, next time I go to the Barclays, I haven't been this season. I didn't go this season because it just nothing like lined up to go. Yeah. But next time I go up to a game, I'm
bro, it feel like I that's why I say I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit taller, but it feel like I'm like this, like no matter where I'm sitting at, like it's crazy.
Going back to music, you said you want to do music. Is it like, do you want to do like a full blown project? Do you want to just do like what do you see yourself doing with that?
To be honest with you, bro, I got, as far as like preparation and like writing things down, I got like full names of projects, song names, stuff like that. My notes written down in notebooks. I record, like I've like recently accomplished recording my first song. Like, so I'm just I'm really right now working on a way to like tie it into the brand, like making it all make sense. You know, I mirror a lot of things to basketball. So I know with like ball, bro, it's not, like you got people like AI that could just get up and get on the court and they just got it's just naturally great. And I feel like at some point I'll have that, like I have that talent as far as when it comes to the music, but it's still one of those things, even as like pretty sure AI got that good from just playing every day as a kid, you know what I mean? So I'm building the days, like spending days in the studio with my friends that already are in the full swing of things, on like other artists that I've met along the way, like getting advice from them. And just being in the environment and stacking my days, like stacking my practice days. And once that and the the marketing aspect for the business, me in the middle, you know, it's sky's the limit from there.
I can see like big things because you already one thing that's very important when it, especially with music and pretty much anything in like the music and content world these days is a lot of bit about like connections and stuff that you have.
Yeah.
And luckily you have some of those connections.
Yeah.
It helps put you in the right spaces to get those talks and stuff that you're already
facts.
saying. You know what I mean? It's
been a blessing, bro, getting to learn from certain people that I'm looking up to as a kid, whether it be like somebody that's like my peer, like direct peer, like a friend of my age or like a big bro, whatever the case may be. I'm blessed to be able to learn from some people that got real stain in the craft. Like, you know.
With TTV, is there anything else that you see yourself doing as far as like events or anything like that you could see yourself doing?
Yeah, I know like this year for like the third, fourth quarter, around that time I want to have a fashion show with like a different swing of things. Like definitely some inspiration from like the way Louis Vuitton's presented their last couple like fashion shows. Back to even how like where Virgil was in the control of thing. I like what Pharrell did when he had like Jay-Z perform and stuff like that in Paris. I like that approach. So I'm thinking, you know, stealing some ideas from there.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes some of the greatest things that are created are inspired from somebody else and add your own like twist and swag to it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I mean, like for me, this whole like concept, because I was doing like the sit down podcast thing.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 or 4 of us, and that concept was kind of random. I mean, Joe Budden was doing it at the same time, but I wasn't really watching Joe Budden when I first started.
Yeah.
But like the whole like one-on-one sit down thing, that idea came from him.
Yeah.
It came because he was doing that as well when he started to do the one-on-one. So, you know.
Now, word.
Add your own. Joe Budden's not doing skits in his pocket.
So when if he do start doing it, we know where he got it from, man. Just talks TV. This year I'm pushing this campaign of Witness the Vision. Okay. So that's gonna really be the leading force for the brand throughout like the first couple months of the year into the summer. And the icing on the cake is really gonna be the fashion show, which would be same thing, same name, Witness the Vision.
Are you keeping that the details under wraps a little bit, or we want to talk about like what Witness the Vision is a little bit?
What Witness the Vision is?
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's pretty. The hoodie's coming. The hoodie's out. The first hoodie installment is out for Witness the Vision. The first merch installment. It's my definitely on the music end. It's my introduction to my way of marketing wise, introducing myself to the world. Like, you know, I feel like that's a great spin-off or mantra to complement Trussthevision, Witness the Vision. You know, it's a message to the world that like I'm here. I mean, it's time to like really put all my talents on display. Mm-hmm. From whether it be as like a businessman, an artist, mogul, all of those things. So I
feel like you've been doing it for a while, so I feel like taking that step to really push yourself.
Yeah.
Because you already got the support as is for what you've already been doing. So if you catapult yourself up by doing what you sound like you're gonna do, it's even better. You know what I mean?
And that's the biggest thing this year, bro. I feel like is gained a lot of traction and support and things like that from my peers and outside of that. So really sharpening my knife and executing my plans is important, and making things professional, for lack of better terms, like, you know, marketing the brand to producing content, all of those things I want to be able to be at, like, take a step forward every day as far as, like, just like how people say, like, lay a brick every day. Excuse me, and not just expecting one day to wake up and have a building, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've been unconsciously taking the steps and building this thing up to where it's at right now. But now, like, I really want to be intentional with my next couple moves and these next couple years. Just be able to keep my head down, and when I look up, like, all right, I got a skyscraper.
Don't need advice from everybody, but if I was like to give you any sort of advice, stuff that I take from Sav sitting over there, is don't necessarily like overthink it.
Yeah.
And something that we've already said is like keep like as best as you can. We already said this, but try to keep as best you can. Make it fun for yourself. Like, of course, you want it to be professional because that's the same thing. Like, I want myself to look a certain way. Yeah. Every time I post something, I kind of want it to look a certain way. And, of course, something's going to happen. It might slip through the cracks. Of course, it happens. But try to make sure that it stays fun to you. So you don't lose that passion and then you, like, want to walk away from it.
Like how you said earlier, bro, not letting it become a job. Some things I feel like in the past have definitely become overwhelming because I lost either I lost, for lack of better terms, again, like sight of the vision. Like I'm getting trapped, like worrying about other things that's outside of the brand, or I'm putting too much pressure on the brand. Like I'm thinking about ways that I could like make it lucrative or help other people, things like that. When I really started, especially with that short film, bro, even like with the concept that was going on with the girls and like the friends and stuff like that, that was therapeutic, bro. And it came in a time of reflection, so that made it, I was able to reflect and like have fun in the process of doing it at the same time. So I definitely want to lean on those two dynamics, like having fun and letting it be like a form of therapy for myself.
So speaking about like therapy and like personal, a question that been asking everybody.
Yeah.
Try to keep this question going. If you could focus on whatever you wanted to, you didn't have to do with money, you didn't have to worry about anything. You could just 100% lock in for X amount of time, whatever you wanted to do, what would it be for you? Some people have said cooking. Some people said focus on their craft.
Yeah.
What would it be for you?
For me, it would be this. Like, I'd really be, like, if I had unlimited, like, resources and didn't really have to worry about, like, generating income from the business, I would still be locked in on TTV. I feel like, just because of what I said earlier, not only, obviously, I feel like it's a source of inspiration for me, but I see what it does for other people as well, like, as far as just the brand and what it stands for. So I feel like that's, like, a service to God as far as being able to inspire people and uplift them, get them motivated and stuff like that. So I would definitely still be on a journey with the brand, Trussthevision.
Is there anything that, I mean, you talked about it a little bit, but with like Witness Division, is there anything else that's coming out like soon that people can expect from you?
Definitely music, like my first, like the content wrapped around Witness Division. Working on like basically like a trailer. It's no short film behind this one. Like the trailer is the short film, basically. But I'm working on some productions that basically just make sense of the music and the new concept and the new campaign of Witness Division. So that's really I want to say between like mid-April now, by like May, June, we should start seeing the results of the things that I've been working on, like in the first 2 quarters.
Now I give everybody like the opportunity. If there's anything that I didn't ask that you were thinking that you wanted to say, that you could say whatever it is that you wanted to get up your chest before we close out.
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You a great interviewer. Asked a lot of like thought-provoking questions. Really helped me get a lot of the things that I were thinking that you would want to come on the platform and express. Though your questions really brought it out. Outside of that, just, I mean, everybody trust the vision, stick to the vision, you know. Believe in yourself even when nobody else does. You got to see it through, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But so if you don't have anything else,
All right.
So I want to say thank you for coming on the show. I definitely appreciate you.
Appreciate you,
telling your story and whatnot. But thank you guys for watching another episode of Just Talks. I don't know which camera I'm looking at because there's like 6 of them.
Just Talks. Just Talks, TTV, Trussthevision, man.
And that's a wrap.
All right. Appreciate you, fellas.